ESPN Championship Week is underway in Asheville, North Carolina, home of the Big South tournament, where in the first semifinal, the second seed, the Highlanders of Radford, take on the 3 seed, the Eagles of Winthrop. 2 games here in Asheville today. Radford and Winthrop. UNC Asheville, they won the right to host by winning the regular season. That's why we're here. And they will be playing Liberty, a team that beat them the last time out. So we think we've got 2 great games for you here today. Hi, folks. I'm Mike Hogwood along with Ralph Patterson. And Ralph, in this first game, each of these teams won on their home court. And here's the third, the rubber match in the tournament.
And isn't that great? So these guys are ushering in March Madness, and I'm ready for it.
And we've got some great players in this game, including the Big South Player of the Year. He's going to be a player to watch today, Xavier Cooks.
He sure is good. You said Big South Player of the Year. He is a matchup nightmare for everybody. He's so good inside and outside. He puts it on the floor to score. He really struggled last night against Gardner-Webb, but he'll have a good game today. At least he needs to. And for Radford, another big-time player, Ed Polite Jr., first team all-conference. 1,000 points, 700 rebounds in his career, over 100 steals and assists and blocks. Plus, he's got all those intangibles that you gotta love.
Boy, those are 2 great players. Going to be fun watching them. Let's get your keys to each of these teams if they're to win today.
Well, I think Winthrop needs to have great ball movement, share the ball, get everybody involved, and don't put it all on Cooks. And Jimmy Valvano used to say, survive and advance. That's what the Eagles need to do. They're playing for their 5th consecutive title game appearance right now. And for Radford, don't let Xavier Cooks beat you. Be physical against him. I think Polite will guard him, go after him, get him in foul trouble. And they also need to be efficient offensively. They won last night, shooting 35% from the floor. I don't think that'll happen tonight.
No, I don't either. These 2 teams finished essentially in a tie for second place. They had to go to every tiebreaker scenario there was, down to the RPI, and it was Radford who took the number 2 seed. And Winthrop beat Gardner-Webb, as you said, 72-68 yesterday. Radford beat Longwood 59-53. I'm ready to go. How about you?
I'm ready. This will be a good one.
It'll be Radford in their home white as the higher seeded team. Winthrop will be wearing gold today. Our officials, Matt Potter, A.J. Desai, and Justin Porterfield. And this first semifinal is underway. With it is Bjorn Broman, who had 9 points in that game yesterday. They're the Broman brothers, Bjorn and Andres. And this guy, Adam Pickett, he had a good game yesterday, Ralph, and starts off well.
He did, and I don't think he thought he'd be wide open like that, but good job by finishing. He did. He had a big game last night, needs to again tonight.
We told you about Polite. He wears 24. Carlik Jones is the point guard, number 1. He's got it right now. He's the freshman of the year. And Randy Phillips, the big center inside.
He's a load, and that's a matchup problem. I don't know who can guard him for Winthrop.
He had 2 of his best games of the year against Winthrop.
Well, they don't have a real big post presence inside. So I can see that happening.
Inside Ferguson. Lost it out of bounds. You talk about Phillips. In that first game, he had 15 points and 12 rebounds. That obviously one of the best games of his career.
Well, and he's a big, strong guy, and really, Winthrop does not have anybody to match up against him.
That was the game that Radford won 85-79. Ferguson inside.
Boy, nice pass.
Couple of easy buckets for Winthrop here at the beginning of the game.
There's a beautiful pass by Adam Pickett.
Here's Polite. It took him a while to get going yesterday, as Ralph said. Radford just did not shoot the ball well at all against Longwood. Jones. That's a good sign. He hit his first shot.
That is, and last night he took it to the rim all game long until right at the end. Nice to see him pull up and drill one.
Only 3 for 11 yesterday against Longwood. Hit his first shot here. Here's Cooks. Broman's with it. Pickett. Starters on both of these teams play a lot of minutes.
They sure do.
3 to shoot it. Broman's got to get it up. And a shot clock violation. Good job, Radford defense.
And that's how Radford needs to win this game, Mike. They had, I think it was 13 games this year that were 1 or 2 possession games, and they're not as good offensively as Mike Jones's teams have been in the past. They're pretty limited, to be honest with you, offensively, so they've got to do it at the defensive end.
Radford came here after a dominating win over Longwood in the final game of the regular season. Winthrop lost their last 2 games of the regular season, as Polite had it knocked away and it went out off of his knee. Give the ball back to Winthrop. We talked about Polite. He had 13 points, but it was a fight for him yesterday against Longwood too.
But he does, if he's not scoring, he still finds a way to help his team. That's what I like about him so much.
Both these guys we've talked about, Cooks as well. He can rebound, come up with a big defensive play, and here is Cooks. Good job, Xavier Cooks, drawing the foul and go to the line for 2.
Well, and that's big time. If he can, you know, we said that Radford needs to get Cooks in foul trouble, but here he's going against Polite and draws the foul on him. So, you know, this is a big matchup.
Cooks gets to the line a lot, as you might imagine. The regular season, he was at the foul line 154 times. That is a lot.
So you like it, 2 first-team all-conference players matched up against each other in the conference semifinals.
And they're both going to have to be a little careful on defense because their teams both need them out there. Jones. Is Bjorn Broman. Anders Broman really had a breakthrough game yesterday in the quarterfinals.
And they needed him to.
Yeah, he had 15 points. Inside is Ferguson. The kick out to Cooks. Now, how big is that? He was 0 for 4 from 3 yesterday. Hits his first attempt here.
Yeah, it's huge. In fact, I watched him in warm-ups. He shot a lot of 3-point shots and shot them with confidence. It's nice to see that.
Most of Cook's points yesterday came late.
I believe that's an inadvertent whistle.
I'm not sure they didn't think that he let out a yell. They might have thought he was hurt a little bit.
And I don't know if he may have slipped on the decal. I couldn't really tell.
How
there we go.
Jones into the shot clock. He hits a 3. Boy, you can tell he came today with a little different feel.
That's huge. Wow.
And Cooks again, and he is feeling it.
Now that's trouble for Radford, because if you got to get out to the 3-point line to guard Cooks, that opens up his drive, and he's really good at putting it on the floor.
0 for 4 yesterday from 3, 2 for 2 here in the first half. And Phillips going up strong is fouled. But Xavier Cooks, player of the year in the league, stepped out. He's hit a couple of threes, big time.
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
It's our home.
It's our home. Rooted in excellence.
Built from hard work.
It's our backbone.
An undeniable will.
Driven to surpass our potential.
It's our heart.
Unbreakable bonds.
And our journey. Striving for more.
Determined to lead.
Day in and day out.
This is the Big South.
Where winners are made.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
The legendary Frisco breakfast sandwich has delicious ham, fluffy eggs, melted Swiss and American cheeses.
And buttery sourdough toast? Wow, okay, that's amazing. Wow, at Hardee's. Okay, going to Hardee's. See you later. Wow.
The sausage and egg biscuit at Hardee's. Buy one and get one free. Because what one made from scratch biscuit, loaded with savory sausage and fluffy eggs can do, two can do better. Buy one and get one free. Now at Hardee's.
Hey fans, visit BigSouthSports.com and stay current with everything in the Big South Conference. News, results, stats, findings, a whole lot more. Vote on the Utz fan poll, watch the Hardee's Star Plays, and enjoy video features profiling student athletes from around the conference. Plus, you'll get free live streaming events throughout the year on the Big South Network. Remember, the source for all your conference information, BigSouthSports.com.
Xavier Cooks off to a great start. Really struggled last night, but he opens up this semifinal game just drilling 2 threes. How about that?
They're perfect. Perfect from the field.
4 for 4. That's pretty good. And you know, Radford's 3 for 4, 75%, and both teams 100% from the three-point line.
Well, let me just say this. I worked the afternoon games with you yesterday. Neither one of them started like this.
You're exactly right. Well, we said in the open, Radford won yesterday shooting 35% from the field. They can't do that today against this Winthrop team.
Well, Phillips 1 for 2, and Devontae Holland, 6'7" sophomore from Martinsville, Virginia, in to replace him.
So here's some full court pressure from Radford.
You know, another interesting note for Winthrop there, another post player, Josh Ferguson, has 3 assists. Kyle Zunick is in the game now. He was a star yesterday.
He really came through for them yesterday.
Zunick, number 21. Here's Cooks to Ferguson.
Wow. How about that? That's beautiful.
Winthrop has been perfect offensively.
Well, remember, Winthrop came into the tournament losing 2 games in a row. They lost here to UNC Asheville in the regular season championship game, really, and then Charleston Southern won at Winthrop. So Winthrop literally limped in here.
Here's their last bucket. Watch inside Ferguson.
And really nice pass for Cooks.
Both the big men are pretty adept at making the extra pass, making the assist.
And that's so important. You want your bigs to look for each other, and they do.
Broman. Not a good pass by Pickett, and Radford picks it off. Jones. Big time rebound and put back by Holland.
Boy, that's just what they needed, too.
Holland only scored 1 point yesterday in the win over Longwood. Good pass. Look at this ball movement. Zunick on the drive.
Wow, that's a nice play. You know, he's a lefty, and he can score with either hand. He did it last night. He's done it again today.
3rd game, that's his first points against Radford this season. First game, he just played a couple of minutes. 2nd game, he was out with an injury as Politis fouled. Zunick had an appendectomy in late January. He's back. So Cooks and Polite each have committed a foul against the other.
Well, this is a great matchup. 2 great players, primetime players in this league.
There's Mike Jones, who is the Big South Coach of the Year this year, and I think well-deserved. His team was picked 7th in preseason.
Well, and what's impressed me this year with Radford is that they are limited offensively. They've usually been really, really good under Coach Jones. So he's done it mostly with defense and just grinding games out.
Up and under for Pickett, and it rolls off the rim. Good offensive rebound. Here's Broman. Carly Jones to Travis Fields Jr. now in the lineup for Radford.
Nice.
Good pass. You know, yesterday, Jones did not have 1 assist in the game.
Well, and you're right. We talked about that way before the game, and he really didn't set people up, but he did that beautifully.
You know, if you're a point guard, you got to do some of that.
Absolutely.
Pickett looked inside for Ukebu, couldn't hit him.
That's 2 turnovers by Pickett. He had the right idea.
Yeah, a game like this, turnover is going to be costly.
Absolutely.
This game has been played at a high level offensively so far. Here's Fields and Ukebu out on him.
Oh, boy, there's some meat popping in there.
That'll count. And 1 for Polite, and there's a Winthrop player down on the deck.
Yeah, there are some bodies banging this whole possession. Boom.
I'm not sure, but I think Ukebu got hit where you don't want to get hit.
He did, I believe.
Substitution for Winthrop. Being in the game, 25, Josh Person.
I think he's going to be okay. May sing soprano for a few minutes, but be all right. So Ed Polite Jr. will try to convert on the three-point play here. And he's got 4 points. And that free throw ties it at 15. Polite's going to get a quick break. Leroy Butts is in. When you're in the tournament and you've coached in tournaments, you really do shorten your bench up a little bit, don't you?
Well, just about always. And just everything's more important. And the teams that have depth, good, solid depth, are really special.
Awad is open. Here we're coming up on a media timeout in a moment, so you'll get Polite to be able to get maximum rest.
But also, Mike, you can shorten the bench because of the media times out and all the stops in play. These guys are in great shape. They can weather it for the most part.
And the three goes. Travis Fields Jr. Only a 28% three-point shooter. But he did have 7 yesterday, so he's been a valuable player off the bench. This is Jones picks his pocket. Boy, he's got quick hands.
Well, and he's shown early why he became Big South Freshman of the Year. Great half for him.
Timeout, 11:35 to go first half. Radford's gone a bit of a run, and they've taken the lead, 21-15. This Big South game is brought to you in part by Hardee's, eat like you mean it. By Ut Snacks, get snacking. By Dick's Sporting Goods, every season starts at Dick's. And by Geico. Big South alumni can save even more with an alumni discount from Geico. Visit geico.com/Big South today. As we went to the timeout, Radford on an 11-0 run. Ralph, 11 unanswered points And a big turnaround here in this first half.
Huge, and really surprised me. They're capable of doing it, but honestly, they have struggled a lot all season long. It's nice to see him, and I think the biggest reason, Mike, is Carlik Jones. He really started off great. Remember last night, he took everything to the rim, rarely pulled up and took open shots. He forced stuff inside, but now he's hitting jumpers, he's setting people up. Fun to watch.
He's on the bench right now along with Polite. Winthrop's had a few turnovers that have hurt them badly.
Radford in a matchup.
Here's Bjorn Broman. His shot has not been there. Pickett. Cooks. Pickett's open for three.
And boy, that was the ball movement you want to see from Winthrop. They really shared the ball there, but didn't knock it down.
Christian Bradford, the point guard now, and he's got the ball. Bradford was 0 for 4 and did not score yesterday.
Wow.
What a difference a day makes.
No kidding. He's a 37% three-point shooter.
And another turnover. And Zunic is going to commit the foul. Radford is making things happen on the defensive end.
They sure are, and they need to. You got to create some offense with your defense. So no foul there, just good block by Zunic. So ball out of bounds for Radford.
We're talking about Christian Bradford, number 3. He had 3 games in double figures all season long. 2 of them were against Winthrop.
How about that?
Had 12 in the first game, 11 in the second. And hit his first shot here today. He's got the ball now. Caleb Tanner are really good shooters in the lineup for Radford as well. Where's number 10? Bradford, a little out of control there.
Good hustle.
50-50 balls going Radford's way right now.
And that's what they've got to do to win. So good job by the Highlanders.
Tanner stops, shoots.
That's going to be a foul on Phillips, I think.
Phillips really surprised with the call. That was a really deep 3 from Tanner. You know, the one thing, you get this deep in the season, everybody knows he's the shooter.
He is.
And he comes in, he gets no looks. And sometimes he'll start forcing a shot up, which I think he did then.
But what a great job. Come off the bench and just start firing.
You come off, Dave, as soon as you come in the game, you hear everybody yelling, shooter, shooter.
Yeah.
There he is, he's shooting it. If he's got an open look, it doesn't matter where he is. It's going up. Pickett. Tanner picks up the foul.
Well, that's good for Radford. I thought that was going to maybe be on Phillips.
Yeah, I did too. Ukebu's back into the game. Ferguson, you see, headed to the bench. He's had a good first half.
He sure has.
Justin Cousin in the lineup for Radford, senior guard. Here's Cooks. Pickett really looking for his shot. And that off balance, that was a great move by Adam Pickett.
Pretty shot.
The Radford lead is 7. Carlik Jones. Polite over Cooks. Good job by Cooks defensively that time.
It was, and good job by Anders Broman to get a hand in there right then.
Pickett.
Oh, good
what
rebound.
a rebound
Great job.
By Ukebu. The three won't go, however, and Ed Polite Jr.'s down with it. Winthrop started out perfect. 5 for 5, but since then they have really cooled off.
Yeah, they haven't made much since.
2 for 10. And the scoreboard reflects the fact that Winthrop's gone cold. Radford. Broman. Boy, so both the Bromans have not gotten going yet. Anders is 0 for 1, and Bjorn is 0 for 2, and Winthrop trails by 7. Radford up. Timeout here at Asheville. Semifinals are today. The championship is on Sunday. We do not know where it will be. It will be at the site of the highest seed remaining. So after the games tonight, we'll know. Next week, we're in Lynchburg at Liberty for the women's championship. If you want to know more about the games, log on to BigSouthSports.com/championships. Well, both teams, Ralph, have gone cold. You were talking about after a great start. 2 for 11 now for Winthrop. Radford's missed their last 6 shots.
Yeah, well, and Winthrop started out 5 for 5, and you just said 2 and 11 since then. But you know, both teams started to dial in defensively a little bit. But I still like the way Radford is playing offensively. They're in much better rhythm than they were yesterday.
And one number that stands out: Winthrop's got 6 turnovers, only 2 for Radford.
Yeah, that's a big difference in the game.
Donald Hicks, who had a great game yesterday, back in. Here's Polite. Good pass inside, but Holland, the big sophomore, couldn't hit it. Cooks. Broman is open. And he gets on track with his first field goal of the game. Anders Broman.
And what a nice job by Ukebu to catch it and get it to him off balance, falling out of bounds. Good defense.
Carly Jones off balance. Cooks with it. Here's Broman. They don't have numbers, so Zunick will hold it back. Here's Zunick, the freshman from New South Wales. Pickett reverse layup.
Wow.
He has made some really athletic moves here in this first half.
Man, that's the big time play right there. Crowd loves it.
And it made it a one-possession game, 24-22. Radford throws it away. The lead was 7. Just a blink of an eye ago.
Now check this out. Drives it hard, up and under, in traffic. Boy, that's pretty.
6 first half points for Pickett. Adam Pickett, the junior from Stanton, Virginia.
Trapping defense by Radford just to slow them down, get them to use some of that shot clock. Now they get in the scoring territory, just 15 seconds on the clock.
Good pass from Zunick to Ferguson, but then he turns it away. Second steal for Jones. He's fouled on the way up.
Boy, Jones is a player.
Big South Freshman of the Year. And he is playing well on the defensive end. He's had 2 big steals in this game.
Well, I think the whole Radford team is good defensively, and that's how, as I mentioned earlier, that's how they've won games this year. They've done it more at the defensive end.
7 times Carly Jones was the Big South Freshman of the Week out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
They might have had to name the award after him if you get it 7 times.
Absolutely.
Here's the full court pressure, at least three-quarter court. Just soft pressure.
Brother to brother, Broman to Broman. Now it's Ferguson against Phillips.
He tried to get in there.
He didn't get by the big
Phillips
guy.
too strong.
Donald Hicks will be whistled for the foul. It's fourth on the team. Xavier Cooks back into the Winthrop lineup. Broman hit a shot a moment ago. Cooks. Nice ball fake and drive, wouldn't go.
Oh, and he sprained his ankle, I think. Landed hard.
Trying to walk it off, but it hurts. Oh my, this could be a tough development for Winthrop. Official calls timeout. Check on it.
Yeah, he turned down. We're going to get a look at it. He was wide open for a three. Turns it down, drives into traffic. Thought maybe might have landed on somebody's foot, but he did turn it. Oh yeah, you saw him. Gosh, that hurts. Hopefully he'll be okay. Looks like he's okay. Nice to be young, Mike.
Yeah. Broman for three. Got it.
There we go.
He has found his touch here in Asheville.
Unders.
Big day yesterday, and the graduate student from Duluth, Minnesota has hit a couple here to make this a one-point game. Carly Jones follow, and I think that foul's going to be on Cooks.
It will be. He didn't block out Phillips.
That'll be his second. And now Pat Kelsey's got a decision to make. I think he's going to take him out.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he needs to.
Austin Awad is going to come in, and now you're worried about the ankle. If you sit down, is the thing going to stiffen up some?
Yeah, that's a great point. But he's not going down to the trainer, so he must be okay.
I think we just had a technical foul call.
That might be on Xavier Cooks.
And Donald Hicks shooting the free throws. So that is, I was just asking, is that going to be his third foul? So a technical is a personal.
He had his second foul because he didn't block Phillips out.
Big development in this game.
Then the technical. There we see the T. That's
Big
his third foul. That's huge.
So no way we'll see him again until the second half. And the question now is, can Winthrop survive it? Broman, well, who will step up without Cooks? Might be Ferguson.
Wow, you asked the question and he answered it, Mike.
Josh Ferguson, the sophomore from Miami.
And he shot that without a second thought. He's a 17% three-point shooter, and he buried that one.
And Ralph, he'd only made 3 all year.
Yeah, how about that? And he shot that one like he makes them all the time, and I love it.
Down to Ferguson. Broman, his offensive game's going to have to step up. How about Awad? Awad comes in. Oh, my goodness. Austin Awad, the junior from Melbourne, Florida.
Talk about stepping up. You got to have some unsung heroes, so they're getting them.
Cooks on the bench, 3 fouls. Winthrop has come from behind to take the lead.
And Cooks is standing up applauding his teammates. You got to love it. because he kind of put him in a bind, and they're bailing him out.
The player of the year on the bench with 3 fouls. Others have stepped up. Carlik Jones at the end of the shot clock.
Oh, wow.
And we've got a timeout, 2:47. Boy, this semifinal is some battle. Winthrop 31, Radford 30. Xavier Cook's in foul trouble. Who's going to step up? It's Josh Ferguson.
He has there. He gets a nice pass from Pickett, puts one in, gets a nice assist from Cooks. Now he hits a 3. He's doing it all. And he's not just scoring, he's throwing dimes in there too. He's 3 for 3 from the floor. He's got 3 assists. He's got 3 rebounds.
Pretty solid numbers in the
How about that?
In the first half, and Winthrop's on a 6-0 run. All right, Ralph, I always ask you to put your coaching hat on. When you've got a post player who is really good as an assist maker, big advantage.
Huge, because you've got to, and if that post player can score offensively, even better, because he's going to demand maybe a double team and he can pass out of it. But yeah, if you got a post that you can run an offense through him and then he can deliver the ball to the right guy at the right time, that's huge.
Radford at one point had a 9-point lead. It has gone away as we're in the closing minutes of the half. And again, Xavier Cooks
good
on
pass.
the bench. And Polite inside. Xavier Cooks on the bench with 3 fouls.
Wow, that was a great pass by Carlik Jones. Great patience offensively by Radford.
Pickett's had some outstanding plays in this first half, but he travels there.
Here's Carlik Jones. Keeps his dribble alive, just throws a perfect bounce pass to Ed Polite Jr. for the dunk. That's pretty. Good basketball.
Well, the shooting touch has gone away from Radford. You talked about it earlier, Ralph. You said they can't shoot 35% as they did yesterday and win. They are in a bit of a drought now. They have only hit 1 of their last 14 shots and have seen that 9-point lead evaporate.
And right now, Mike, 1-point game, this is the kind of game they've been in all year. I mentioned earlier, they had 13 games this year that ended up 1 or 2 possession games. So they grind it out. That's how they play.
Polite. Here's Jones. He is so quick.
He is quick.
Adam Pickett picks up his second foul. Holland to the line. So Pickett with 2 fouls is going to go to the bench. And they bring in another shooter scorer in Zunic. Awad is also in. He hit a 3 a moment ago. Holland hits a couple and gives Radford a 3-point lead with 1:42 left in the half.
Boy, and Holland did a great job. He went in, did his job. Coach Jones high-fived him coming back to the bench. You love it when guys come off the bench and contribute.
Awad, good ball fake.
And good recovery by Radford. Boy, they're playing well defensively.
Zunic, he's not gotten an open look all day. 7 to shoot it. Good pass to Ferguson, just off his fingertips though, and Carlik Jones comes up with 9 first-half turnovers now for Winthrop.
Big fella. Go right back to him. Now go to work. Well, they double him.
Hicks. Shooting slump continues. That slump has negated all those turnovers.
Sure has. You're right, Mike.
Off of Awad's hands.
See, you just see the body language. Everybody on the Radford bench, everybody's fired up, loving the effort. Better body language, the team in white jerseys, than Winthrop's right now.
And we've got a 30-second timeout. Use it or lose it. Coming up on our Geico halftime report, we'll visit with Shannon Joseph at Hardee's. We have something in common. I'll tell you about in a moment. We'll have some highlights and stats. So, you know, we often say, Hardee's, seems like you mean it. Shannon and I both do when we enjoy it. We'll discuss that coming up.
Are we going to get some coupons or anything?
I'm leaving that up to our producer, David Harris, to make that happen. But Hardee's has been a long-time sponsor of the Big South, and there's a really interesting program to benefit some of our servicemen that you're going to want to hear about, and that's coming up at halftime. 41 seconds left, 3-point lead for Radford. Both these teams started lights out offensively and have since cooled off. Winthrop with 3 straight turnovers. Now 10 turnovers in the first half for Winthrop.
Wow. They
only average 14 a game.
Mike, I've really been impressed with Radford, really at both ends. Even when they haven't made shots, they've gotten the shots that they've wanted.
Tanner is in. We told you he's a shooter.
Wow.
Man, he let it go, and there was a
I thought he got fouled. I thought he got hit in the head.
I told you, man, when he catches the ball, he's going to put it up. And the 3 ball goes.
So coming out of that timeout, they ran a set play for him. And Tanner hit it.
Now remember, they were like 1 for 15. Zunic will try with 5, and he answers.
I love it.
The freshman from New South Wales answers. Folks, we got a ball game.
We do. Great hat.
It was. Momentum swung both ways, and it's a 1-possession game at halftime. It's Radford on top of Winthrop, 37-34. Our Geico halftime report is on the way.
The reason is passion. The reason is teamwork. The reason is commitment. The reason is Radford. With professors who are dedicated to student success and hands-on learning experiences and academic excellence and over 100 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, come find your own reasons for Radford.
The sausage and egg biscuit at Hardee's. Buy one and get one free. Because what one made from scratch biscuit, loaded with savory sausage and fluffy eggs can do, 2 can do better. Buy one and get one free. Now at Hardee's. The sausage and egg biscuit at Hardee's. Buy one and get one free. Because what one made from scratch biscuit, loaded with savory sausage and fluffy eggs can do, 2 can do better. Buy one and get one free. Now at Hardee's.
Game on, 4th and 18. Friends rushing the party in under an hour. Supermom's headed for the snack aisle. Ooh, this one's a scramble. It's all come down to this. Look at that air. She's got it. And there's that signature double pour. Crisp chips, crunchy pretzels. This crowd's gone crazy.
We did it, honey. Best party ever.
Yeah, we did it.
Let's go for the glory.
Back here in Asheville at the Big South Tournament, this halftime report brought to you by Geico. We'll tell you that Marriott is the official hotel partner of the Big South Conference. For the best rates, book directly with Marriott by heading to BigSouthSports.com/Marriott and you'll support Big South student athletes in the process. That's BigSouthSports.com/Mario. And the Geico halftime report will continue from Asheville in just a moment. Continuing with our Geico halftime report. You know, it's been a great season in the Big South. And for the latest updates in new look Big South merchandise, we invite you to visit BigSouthStore.com. Once there, you'll be able to gear up with an outstanding variety of officially licensed apparel and conference and school branded items. So get fully equipped for all your game day fun with the bigger and better online offerings at BigSouthStore.com. And we'll continue with our Big South Championship halftime here in just a moment from Asheville. And we welcome you back to the Big South Championships in Asheville, North Carolina. Semifinals being played today. It's great to have with us now Shannon Joseph, who is the Regional Marketing Manager of Hardee's. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, food.
Me too. Me too.
We love it. We love Hardee's, and Hardee's has had this long relationship with the Big South Conference that I know has been great on both sides. And what's your thoughts behind that?
Well, we love the partnership that we've had with the Big South for the last few years, and I think it's going to even get better. It's supporting those individuals and the highlights and the athletes out here, and supporting the schools is something that we look forward to every year. So it's a great opportunity for us.
Now, both organizations have joined forces. They're raising some money for the Patriot Foundation. Tell us what that is and what that's all about.
The biggest thing for us with the Patriot Foundation was that they supply scholarships to children whose parents have been lost in war. So it's an opportunity. So you see the tie-in there with the Big South. It's collegiate, sending kids to school, scholarships, and that's one of the things that we definitely have to look at as we're looking for our troops and helping our troops throughout the year.
And certainly even in today's world, that's something we think a lot about, and it certainly gives some positive vibes to Hardee's and to the Big South, and it's really good.
And it's not, and that's only one of the organizations that we help as Hardee's. We fund a lot of different organizations through our Stars for Heroes program, and this just happens to be one of them.
Well, I know a lot of our viewers go to Hardee's, so how are we going to give the money to get to this Patriot Foundation?
In a couple of months, you'll start seeing information at the Hardee's Stars for Heroes where you could go in and purchase a star, any denomination that you want. We'll post it on the wall. That money will help fund a lot of organizations, and they're all veteran-oriented organizations. So we're helping with scholarships, with funds, with family, with mental health issues, those type of things.
That's awesome. What are some of the special offers that Hardee's has going right now?
Well, right now we just started our sliders program, and we got our sliders out. You can get them in a single, a double, or a triple. You can have happy hour between 2 and 5. You can buy a double slider for $1, and they taste great. They are really, really good.
Oh, I know, because I'm a regular through the drive-through there. And breakfast. I like Hardee's for breakfast. I got to tell you, that's my go-to on the way to work.
That's where I started. That's why I was introduced to Hardee's. I ate breakfast all the time as a youngster. I didn't know about the lunch really that much, but it was the breakfast and getting those biscuits and that gravy was always on point.
Pork chop and gravy biscuit. That was my. Tell me you still got that going on.
You still could get it.
That's good. Hey, and seriously, though, this is a great program that you have going on.
Thank you.
We're going to be looking forward to seeing it and how we can contribute. And, folks, let's go out and really raise some money with Hardee's for this organization.
And it's a great opportunity.
Thanks.
We appreciate you.
Shannon, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be back. More halftime from here in Asheville in just a moment.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
As a mother of 3, I've seen the positive impact sports have on kids. At Dick's Sporting Goods, we believe everyone should have the chance to play. And if cost ever gets in the way, that goes against everything we believe. So we're stocking new gear at lower prices and introducing the best price guarantee. If you find a lower price from a competitor, we'll match it. Because it's not enough to offer you the best gear. We need to offer it at the best price.
One of the stars for Radford this first half, Carly Jones, 9 points to lead them in scoring.
And he had 3 big assists, too. And nice to see him scoring from the perimeter, and he's great at taking it in the paint. There he sets up a teammate. Nice to see. Big South Freshman Player of the Year.
And he's showing it here in this first half. Winthrop stayed in this game by 3-pointers. They had 7 of them in the first half.
They sure did. In fact, there's Anders Broman. You saw Xavier Cooks. He hit 2 of them. There's the second one. And there's Anders Broman again. And then Kyle Zunick got in on the action.
They were 7 of 13 in the first half from 3. That's 54%. Take a look at some of the stats. Look at turnovers there. That really hurt Winthrop.
Sure did. And you know, and then second chance points, those turnovers led to 10 points for Radford. And one stat, Mike, on the screen that's not on the screen, free throw difference. Radford was 11 of 13 from the foul line, and Winthrop just 1 of 2. That's a huge difference right there.
And one story we've got to follow it. We'll be following the rest of this game. Xavier Cooks in his foul trouble. He had 2 personal fouls and then got slapped with a technical. That's another personal foul. He's now got 3. He's the Big South Player of the Year. Also for Winthrop, Adam Pickett, who had 6 points in the first half. He has 2 personal fouls. Nobody on Radford's team has more than 1.
And let's see, and again, it's a matchup of Xavier Cooks and Ed Polite Jr., 2 first-team all-conference guys.
But Cooks has got to be careful.
He does, and I think they need to attack him.
They need him on the floor. Here's Jones. We told you 9 in the first half. Ed Polite Jr. going right at Cooks.
He did. I like that, though.
Boy, Cooks did a good job defending him without fouling.
But that's a good move by Mike Jones and Radford to get it to Polite, put it on the floor. Polite's not an outside shooter, so they're going to play him as a driver, but he's got to attack Cooks, try and get that foul.
I would say, I would think we'll see that a lot here. Taking the ball right at Cooks. Bjorn Broman with it. Broman was 0 for 2 from the field in the first half. He has not hit a shot. Anders, his brother, has. Anders, the graduate student. Bjorn is a junior.
Really good defense by Radford. Getting to the perimeter guys on the catch. Tough shot.
And Pickett can't get it to go. The big guy Phillips down with the rebound. Phillips has been a force inside for Radford.
He has, and again, there's nobody really to match up well with Phillips. Big, strong guy. In fact, Phillips can be effective at both ends against Winthrop because he's a load on the block and defensively just big, strong guy and can protect the rim.
As we said, one of the games they played earlier in the season, he had a double-double, 15 and 12. Step back won't go from Hicks. Hicks hadn't had the game he had yesterday in the win over Longwood. He had 16.
He had 5 huge threes last night for Radford.
Cooks with 7 points in limited time in that first half because of the foul trouble. Broman. Good rebound by Cooks. Here's
Very
Pickett.
good rebound.
Pickett is so strong. Off balance, gets it to go. His 8th point.
He is strong, Mike, and he's clever inside and has the presence. Usually comes to a drop or he comes to a stop, doesn't leave his feet, and really good at pivoting and finding a way to get a shot off.
You know, he's only 6'1". Plays like he's 6'5". Polite from outside. Not a great outside shooter, and Phillips was not in position and committed the foul. Only the first foul on Phillips. Anders Broman, dangerous whenever he touches it. Inside Ferguson. Good ball movement, and Pickett's going to drive it in.
Oh, wow.
You know, Ralph, for a guy that's 6'1",
yeah, you're right.
He plays pretty good in the paint.
He does, and that was a tough shot. Really nice drive. He attacks, goes up, and then has to use his right hand. In fact, good to see. Winthrop has two guys who uses both hands great. He does, and so does Zunic.
Personal foul, Winthrop, 14, Pickett, and his 3rd, team's 1st.
That foul was whistled on Pickett, and that's going to be his 3rd. So now Pickett and Cooks have 3 fouls. Pickett's going to come out.
That's big.
It is big. Zunic in to replace him. Zunic is not a slasher. Zunic is more of a outside shooter.
He is. He's a catch and shoot guy, but he can score with both hands too, and he can put it on the floor and create something.
Speaking of creating something, Carlik Jones can do that.
Wow. He can also get away with a walk.
Winthrop has taken the lead. Radford has not scored here in the second half. But another Winthrop turnover. There have been a lot of them today.
There have. Nice steal by Hicks.
Jones. Here's Hicks. Hicks, he was hitting those shots yesterday.
He sure did.
Radford still scoreless in the second half. Zunic. Knocked out of bounds, and we'll get a timeout. Oh, we played a little over 4 minutes. Radford is still not scored in the second half. Winthrop has taken the lead by a point.
The legendary Frisco breakfast sandwich has delicious ham, fluffy eggs, melted Swiss and American cheeses.
And buttery sourdough toast? Wow, okay, that's amazing. Wow, at Hardee's. Okay, going to Hardee's. See you later.
The sausage and egg biscuit at Hardee's. Buy one and get one free. Because what one made from scratch biscuit, loaded with savory sausage and fluffy eggs can do, 2 can do better. Buy one and get one free. Now at Hardee's.
The running of the Bull Dogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico.
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
What's the Big South?
It's our home.
It's our home. Rooted in excellence.
Built from hard work.
It's our backbone.
An undeniable will.
Driven to surpass our potential.
It's our heart.
Unbreakable bonds.
And our journey. Striving for more.
Determined to lead.
Day in and day out.
This is the Big South.
Where winners are made.
Spring sports are in full swing now, and you can watch all of them anywhere, anytime on the Big South Network. It's available through the Watch tab at BigSouthSports.com or on BSN on your phone, tablet, or computer. And you can also get the free Big South Network channel for your Roku device or Roku TV to watch games on the big screen. Hundreds of games every year. Watch your team in action anytime on the Big South Network. A lot of good baseball, softball, a lot of other sports coming up in the Big South. Well, Rav, I think the big story in this first part of the second half is the fact that Radford has not scored a point.
Wow. And that is surprising. Especially the way they played the first half. But again, don't mean to beat a dead horse. They've been limited offensively all year. There's Cooks.
Yeah, they got to have Cooks on the court.
And let's see how he can play with 3 fouls.
Polite. Now it's Ferguson guarding him. They've switched Cooks onto Holland, who is not near the offensive player, obviously, that Polite is, and I think pretty smart move on the part of Pat Kelsey.
I do too.
Zunic.
They're looking to Cooks right now. Polite's on him. Good play
and
by Polite.
Yeah, he did a great job defensively. Took it away.
Well, and he's strong enough. He can body him and move him out of the way and really move right through him.
13 turnovers in the game for Winthrop.
There's the double.
And Holland walked before he took the shot.
Wow, too bad.
Radford would love to get that number 37 to move a little bit. Change. It was 37-34 at halftime.
Well, now Radford shooting 32% from the field. Yeah, the Winthrop assistant coach was standing up, and so they warned him. And officials in general, they're glad to have conversation with the head coach. They, a lot of officials say, I'll listen to you, but I won't listen to your assistants. Cook's back out of the lineup, Mike.
Yeah, but Adam Pickett is in.
Zone defense for Radford.
6 to shoot it. Broman, deep 3. And it's 6 to rebound. I think you're going to have to manage Cook's minutes a little bit here in the second half.
I think they are. And I don't think Broman was ready to shoot that ball right there. He looked to pass it and then saw the shot clock was down. Needed to fire it up.
Jones got a mismatch now with Awad on him. As Polite's got the mismatch now with Broman guarding him.
And that's from switching.
2 to shoot it. Jones has to take a deep 3. And a good job by Holland of tipping that ball out.
Holland's giving him some good minutes. Good hustle plays.
Holland's not a big scorer, only had 1 game all year in double figures. Polite drives. And the foul's going to be whistled on Ferguson. His first.
Yeah, and Polite caught the ball on the beyond the three-point line. He's not a threat to shoot it from out there. You got to play him as a driver, and he's still fast and sudden enough, Mike, he can get to the rim.
Polite 2 for 3 today from the line. Polite's a junior from Lanham, Maryland. First team all Big South. Leads this team in points, rebounds, steals, and minutes played. Did not have great games offensively down the stretch. As you see that Holland has gone to the bench. Ferguson. Pickett for three. Pickett much more of a slasher driver than three-point shooter. Polite. And the foul's going to be on Ferguson, his second.
And again, nice drive. Same play by Polite. Catches on the perimeter. Those guys can't defend him out there. He's quick enough, strong enough, can get by him and draw the foul. Cooks back in.
Ralph, you know, this is not a shooting foul. The difference in this game has been fouls at the free throw line.
You're right.
Winthrop still just has one made free throw in the game. Radford 13. And Polite, boy, Cooks chanced his fourth foul. And Polite is going to pick up the foul, his second.
Here's a look. There's the drive.
My goodness.
Wow.
And then Polite comes back and commits the foul.
Yeah. Well, and you see Cooks, he's had 3 fouls the whole half, and he's not shying away from playing really hard defensively.
Pickett. Zunic.
Boy.
Money.
You know, the Winthrop coaches love him, and mostly because of his toughness, Mike. He's a real tough character and loves to compete.
And he has not missed a shot today. He's 3 for 3. 2 of those from behind the arc.
Wow. You know, he reminds me of Kevin Venata at UNC Asheville. Hard-nosed, does whatever he's got to do.
He almost came up with a steal.
And he's from the same hometown as Xavier Cooks. I don't know how to say it.
Wollongong.
Wollongong, New South Wales.
And he just got a high five from Xavier Cooks. And both come to Rock Hill, South Carolina from New South Wales. That's one thing, the accents are quite different in South Carolina. Yeah. New South Wales. Cooks on his way to the bucket is fouled. Boy, he's so quick for a big guy. 11:44 to go. It's the guy from New South Wales, Zunic, with a 3, and Winthrop's on top. This Big South game is brought to you in part by Phillips Lighting, the official campus lighting partner of the Big South Conference. And by Sunbelt Rentals, we have equipment for that. And by Marriott, the official hotel partner of the Big South Conference. Well, the numbers for Radford, as you look into their huddle, are not pretty. This half, Ralph, they are 0 for 9.
Unreal. Unreal. And so they've scored 2 points, both from the foul line. So now they're shooting 28.9% for the game. Really ugly numbers. And that's the bad news. The good news is they're only down by 4 points.
Right, they led by 3 at halftime, 37-34. We played a little over 8 minutes here in the second half. Xavier Cooks, a 67% free throw shooter at the line. He's now in double figures with 10.
Here comes Polite back in.
They got to find some offense from somewhere. You look at their team, Hicks. Hicks, who had a big day from the field yesterday for Radford. Hicks is 0 for 2.
So let's see what Coach Jones talked about during that timeout. See if they run something special.
Here's Fields.
Yeah, they're trying to get it inside to Phillips.
Polite, nowhere to go with it.
He just has no confidence with a perimeter shot. He could have pulled up shot a little one in the lane.
And almost a steal for Winthrop.
It'll be just 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Carlik Jones had 9 in the first half. He has not scored here in the second. Sid Hicks, who's going to throw the ball out, has not hit a shot today. Travis Fields Jr. will nail a 3. That is the first field goal of this second half.
Wow, boy, they needed that. And so all that, and they're still just down 3. Here's a little ISO for Cook. Tried to get Cooks on the block, but Polite jumped through that screen.
Zunic on the drive, and the follow won't go from Mkabu.
Wow.
He was in perfect position to follow that shot up. Jones go to work against Bjorn Broman. And Carlik Jones now in double figures. His first field goal of the second half.
Yeah, and he pulled up limping a little bit, but boy, he's so sudden. Gets to the rim.
Cooks the kick out. And the 3 ball goes. Wow. They love that play.
They do. And that's where Cooks is so good. You got to pay attention to him. He puts it on the floor. Everybody helps. He finds an open shooter.
Pickett now leads all scorers in the game with 13 points. Jones. Broman thought he got all ball. They're going to be whistled for a foul.
Personal foul, Winthrop. Number 13, Bjorn Broman.
And Carlik Jones will go to the line.
Shooting 2 for Radford, Carlik Jones.
As we often see in tournament games, sometimes the play is not pretty, but you won't see 2 teams fighting harder than these 2 here today.
Well, in the 2 quarterfinal games yesterday, Mike, that we had in the afternoon were both ugly games, really, but they were great competitive games.
Ferguson, you see, is back in for Winthrop. Carlik Jones, the 6-foot freshman from Cincinnati. Freshman of the year in the league. He has led Radford today. He's their only player in double figures. Now at 13.
You know, Radford yesterday, when they had a heavyweight bout against Longwood, they duked it out for 40 minutes. They shot 35% from the floor, and they won the game. And now it's likely that's about where they're going to be unless they really catch fire. But it's just a 1-possession game right now.
Radford went over 8 minutes in this second half without a field goal. Inside Cooks, there's that kick again, and Pickett with 3 on the shot clock took it, and Travis Fields Jr. will come up with it. Here's Phillips going to work on Ferguson.
They usually don't double Phillips until he puts it on the floor.
Fields.
That's a foul on Polite, I think. Yep.
That's going to be his 3rd.
That's his 3rd. Team's 5th. Substitution for the Eagles in the entering contest.
Kyle Zunic is back in. Zunic has been shooting the ball a little bit better than Bjorn Broman, so 2 really good shooters in now from the outside.
Nice pass.
And an even better block. Pickett tried to force that one.
There was a beautiful pass, and there's the block. Phillips.
Phillips, one of the best shot blockers in the Big South Conference.
That's a freshman mistake right there by Zunic. Don't pick your dribble up until you have a pass to make.
Turn around from Cooks. That's what he's done all season long.
Well, and that's where his size is such a benefit. You know, they stopped him, and then he just shot the soft turnaround jumper. He can elevate with ease over smaller players.
Cooks had 22 when the win over Radford in the regular season. Caleb Tanner can't hit it, and Cook got the rebound. Well, keeping Cooks on the floor has been a big story in this second half because he's been a difference maker.
Yeah, and he's so versatile. There he is. Charge. There's his fourth.
Oh, my. Comes at 7:45. The 7:45 mark. Xavier Cooks has just picked up his fourth personal foul. Winthrop leads it by 4. Up 4, 50-46, but that man in the middle of your screen, Xavier Cooks, has just picked up his fourth foul, and they really need him on the floor.
They sure do, and there's a nice turnaround jumper. He's starting to feel it a little bit offensively, and there it is. Phillips stood there perfectly, took the charge. Nice job by Randy Phillips.
So 7:45 left. I think pretty much you sit him as long as you're on top.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You keep him on the bench, and even if you are down by just a possession or so, but this is tournament basketball.
Well, and Ferguson can make plays. Pickett can make plays. Zunic can make plays. Bromans are capable.
Yeah, there's that old cliche, there's no tomorrow. Here's Hicks.
It's about time for Hicks to hit a 3.
And hadn't hit a shot today.
Boy, and he had 5 big three-point shots last night.
Jones, 5 to shoot it. How about Carleen Jones into the shot clock, makes that reverse layup.
See, that's exactly what Radford needs. Use the whole clock, shorten the game, score at the end of the clock, and keep it close.
Ukebu to Broman. That was only Radford's second field goal of this second half.
Unreal.
Pickett. 2 seconds, got to get the shot off.
With his right hand.
Zunic did, and a rebound by Holland. Holland continues to play well off the bench.
Yeah, Zunic couldn't shoot it with his left hand, so launched one from his hip from the right side.
So Radford, who saw their halftime lead evaporate very quickly, can now tie or take the lead on this possession. And Polite, they leave him open outside. He missed again. Not shooting with a kind of confidence there. He's just 2 for 10 from the field.
Yeah, and he's not a perimeter scorer. He's comfortable in the paint.
Broman. Pickett. Good job defensively by Radford.
Yeah, Radford's very good defensively.
5 on the shot clock. It rolls off the rim for Ferguson. So again, a big opportunity for Radford.
Radford just fights you at the defensive end. I just love it.
This half, they're 3 for 15, 1 for 6 from 3.
Wow. Well, remember, Mike, we talked. They grind it out. That's how they win games this year. They're good defensively, and they just try and hang in there and get it done offensively.
Polite. Fouled on the way up. And look who's getting ready to come back into the game.
Yeah.
Xavier Cooks. Kebu commits the foul. So Polite to the line for 2. He hadn't been able to hit from the field today, but from the free throw line, another story. Well, 4 for 6 from the line. And we said Cooks is coming back in. Zunich's out. Ukebu is out.
And Randy Phillips came back in too. Big fella.
Polite makes 1 for 2, and it's a 1-point game. Here's Cooks. They are really good at that skip pass.
Well, and still Radford recovers though. Great job by Radford. That's great defense. They're getting to the shooters on the catch. Guys scrambling around. They're always paying attention to Cooks. Super defense.
Defense has kept them in it because offensively, not been easy.
But see, but that's Radford's game this year. So they're kind of in their comfort zone right now, Mike. You want to be better offensively, but this is the way they've played all year.
Bradford. Christian Bradford has made a little noise here today. Didn't score yesterday.
Radford with a lead.
Big bucket gave him the lead. Ferguson can't answer, and the rebound Polite. So despite the horrid shooting numbers, Radford has the lead and the ball.
Notice they double as soon as Phillips puts it on the floor.
And Fields open. Nailed it.
How about that?
Well, he had half an hour to shoot that. Down all the way to Ferguson on the other end. Blocked by Phillips, but he'll be whistled for the foul.
And that's okay. That's a good foul.
And Ferguson will go to the line. Oh, it's going to be some finish here in Asheville. Look at this. Travis Fields Jr. wide open. Nailing a three. Radford's on top. Folks like you to get social with the Big South. You can learn what's going on, share your own experiences. Join the always growing network of Big South fans on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and a whole lot more. Follow, watch, like, and share with the Big South Conference. Radford has scored now 8 unanswered points to take a 4-point lead. Neither team, Ralph, has shot well at all in this second half.
Well, yeah, Winthrop is 6 of 18 from the floor for 33% in this half. Radford 5 of 17 for 29%. And I mentioned that Radford couldn't win shooting 35% like yesterday, and they're shooting 34% right now, and they've got a lead. Again, which validates why I'm over here sitting with you instead of on the bench over there coaching.
Now here's a number. That's the 5th point from the free throw line for Winthrop in the game. Radford has 16 made free throws.
Yeah, they outscored them 11-1 in the first half from the charity stripe. So Winthrop needs to stop.
And with all the poor shooting, his free throws have made a difference. Here's Jones. Just has 1 field goal this half.
Shot clock. Wow.
Jones saw it.
Oh, man, I thought he had it.
Oh, we've had several bunnies just rim out. So now it's Winthrop who can tie or take the lead as we approach 3 minutes to go. Pickett. Here's Cooks. He looked at a 3. 9 on the shot clock. Broman, 4 to shoot it. He'll have to take a deep 3. Broman. Gorham Broman has not made a shot today.
And again, Mike, this is a comfort zone for Radford. They've been in games like this all year long. Winthrop really hasn't. Winthrop's not a grinded out kind of team.
Each team beat the other on their home floor. It'll belong to Radford with 1 second on the shot clock.
What's your 1 second out of bounds play? It's got to be an alley-oop. Just catch and let go. So look for a back screen or screen the screener, and Phillips going to the basket. Here he comes. Couldn't get there. That's good defense.
Hicks almost made it.
That was a long second.
I'll say. Ferguson with his 6th rebound. So again now, Winthrop can tie or take the lead. Cooks will try the 3. Ferguson, the offensive rebound. He put it back, and I can't believe he missed it.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
He was right at the basket.
Yeah, unreal.
Ferguson again.
Wow, they call a foul. I didn't see it.
Let's see if we see the foul.
There's the...
He got him on the shoulder.
Wow.
Got him on the shoulder, and Ferguson will go to the line. He is perfect from there today.
But just a 61%er for the year. Every possession is crucial now. It's game time right now.
Missed them both. That hurt.
That did hurt.
Now see if Radford can take advantage. Good job.
D. Yeah.
Cooks getting a hand on it.
Cooks against Polite. What a great matchup.
8 seconds on the shot clock. 1:16 left. Mike Jones wants to make sure that they're going to get a good look here. As you said, every possession is critical. Another Big South tournament game's going down to the wire. A lot of outstanding plays in the game, but we've chosen as our Pepsi play of the game, Adam Pickett. This is the first half. A great reverse layup. He's got 13 points. Now Pickett hopes he can get something like that here towards the end of the game. Ralph, neither team scored in 2.5 minutes. Defense has been the name of the game. It's been the story of the second half, really. There are 8 seconds on the shot clock. And obviously, you talk about how big it is. A bucket here gives you a 2-possession lead.
Well, and don't forget that Xavier Cooks has 4 fouls. So I think they get it to Polite and attack Cooks and see if he fights you with that 5th foul, or if he lets up because he still wants to stay in the game with just a minute to go.
Awkward place to throw it in from.
Polite's got it now. I'd drive him right now, drive him. How about that?
You saw Cooks go back just a little bit, a little tentative.
That's a great call coming out of the timeout.
Polite now gives him a 4-point lead. Pickett can't hit the 3.
And could have called foul on Cooks right there. So we thought this is exactly what would happen. He takes him to the rack.
The foul, though, is on Xavier Cooks.
Yeah.
It is a foul on him. He is fouled out of the game. Xavier Cooks is gone to the bench.
And I thought he actually fouled before that on the rebound.
Yeah, it was a late whistle.
Yeah,
a little bit.
And then there was another push. Tough way to finish for him.
Cooks fouls out. 13 points, 9 rebounds.
See, and I thought he was over the back there. They didn't call it, and now, right there's the foul. Stepping over Phillips.
You know, what a great career for Xavier Cooks, the senior, and you wonder if that's the last time we'll see him on the court playing for Winthrop.
He's got tears in his eyes. That's a gut wrencher for him.
He has given this league and Winthrop fans a lot of great moments. And and he left it all on the floor today, I'll tell you that.
Radford with a 5-point lead, minute to go.
Let's remember, this is a Radford team that nobody thought would do what they have done. They were picked seventh in preseason, and here they are, less than a minute away from the championship game.
Crazy.
And who
they're
knows?
shooting 34%, and I said they couldn't win if they did 35 like last night.
And Ralph, if we have an upset in the next game, the championship game will be in Radford.
That's right. It could be Radford against Liberty. That place will be packed.
But UNC Asheville's going to have something to say about that.
Absolutely.
Bjorn Broman just not been able to get his shot going the last couple of weeks. 30 seconds left.
I love this Radford team. They're so together, and again, I said it about 5 times, but this is their kind of game. This is the way they played all year, Mike. They haven't shot it well. They're extremely limited offensively, but they just fight you defensively and just try and grind it out, figure out a way to get it done.
You know, they've gotten hot too, and I mean hot is a relative term with Radford. This is not a lot hot offensively about him. They have found a winning groove of late.
No question.
This will be their 6th win in a row, which is what you want in March. You want to have that winning feeling going.
How about that? And Mike Jones, Coach of the Year.
This will be Radford's first Big South championship game since 2009. 9 years ago was the last time that Radford made it to the title game.
Wow.
And it looks like they're going to get there again.
You know,
now,
and Radford was trying for their 5th consecutive title game in the Big South tournament. Carlick Jones steals it.
And what a perfect time to let us make him our Hardy star of the game. Carlick Jones, 15 points, 3 rebounds, and he also had a couple of really big steals in this game.
And he got him going early in the game, too. He got off to a great start.
And congratulations to Mike Jones. What a job he has done there, the Coach of the Year.
And he's just an awesome guy. I've known him a long time. Good man. He's got a good staff, too. He's got Ron Jers on the bench with him.
And let's also give a big hug from Pat Kelsey to Anders Broman, the graduate student who's played his final game for Winthrop, taken out of here.
Good classy move by Coach Kelsey.
Outcome no longer in doubt. So Radford will play either Asheville or Liberty. If it's Asheville, the championship game will be here. If it's against Liberty, the championship game will be in Radford. But the big news is Radford's in it.
Great game. Great game. And they won the game shooting 34%.
And says to me their defense was pretty good.
It was awesome.
And they went 8 minutes without a field goal at the beginning of the second half.
Wow.
An incredible performance. It just shows you don't have to be a great offensive team to win. You have to score more points than the other guy.
That's right. Got to hang together.
If you shut them down a little bit, you're doing pretty good. Next game coming up is UNC Asheville and Liberty. We'll have that game on ESPN3. Hope to see you for that. But for now, for Ralph Patterson and our crew, Mike Hogwood here saying congratulations to Radford. They're in the Big South Championship game. See you back here shortly for the battle between Asheville and Liberty.